podcast or just talking about how you had to take off the label on your plastic water bottle?
I mean, Publix isn't
Hey everyone,
paying us.
just wanted to let you know I'm not
So,
dead.
I mean-
I can't stay for the podcast, but enjoy it. See ya.
We gotta
I
have
just
our
didn't-
sponsors.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
wish
want
they
to
were our
like
sponsor.
say that we were doing Publix water. Publix is not sponsoring this at all.
No.
Nope.
Sorry, unsponsored.
So, yeah, welcome to the GHC podcast, another one. We've been gone for a very long time. We are back, as promised.
And like 3 out of 4 of us in black, by the way.
I know. See, I was harping tonight on everyone to wear dark clothing.
And then you wear
And
here
gray.
I
Weren't
am,
even
gray.
Yeah.
At least you weren't wearing your orange Clemson hoodie that you wear
That
all
would've
the time.
Yeah. So, since we've been gone pretty much the entire summer, let's fill the viewers in on our plans for this year, what we've all been up to. Emily, take it away. What have you been up to this
Your
summer?
big news.
My big news is that, I got a job promotion at the Y. Cool. And then got fired from my job at a church. But, if you really think about it, do we fit in a church? Maybe not.
We could.
I haven't been in one since I was like 10.
Yeah, well, I probably won't be
Yeah.
in one after this because I'm a little over it now.
Bad thing to do.
That's it for me. Promotion, fired.
But you have even better news.
Oh yeah, I got a house.
The big,
Got a house?
the
Just
biggest
casually.
news.
Yeah,
Got a
that
house.
too.
Got a house.
I mean, that's what led to me getting fired.
Well.
kind of.
Yeah.
That's another story.
For a second, it straight up looked like someone was right there. Whatever that is. It
Just
looked
like a
like
trick
someone,
of the light, right?
I don't know. It looked like someone walks like behind Emily.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. It's probably the demon from church.
Well, it couldn't happen when we had new people in
Right.
here, God forbid.
Yeah.
Right.
There was,
We-
there was that weird tap.
There was.
I
And
don't
then
know
the
what that
girls
was.
over there were like looking around too, so I knew they heard it.
Yeah, we just had an interest meeting tonight for new people to join the club, and of course, we did a little mock investigation. Nothing happened, so if there's something in here now, you're late.
Yeah.
You should have shown
talked to
yourself
it.
earlier.
Yeah. That's sad.
So let's see. Other news. I worked all summer. That's literally it.
Yeah.
Same.
That's all
Same.
I think any of us did, which is why
Yep.
it's about time we update you guys on everything.
Yeah.
We're really
That's why
excited
there's
for
been
this
no
semester.
video.
This is honestly the first time we've even seen each other since
Yeah.
our last video.
No, I saw Nick 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
we saw each other once to go over a few things, but
We had a meeting.
Hmm.
It was
In
Look at
Chick-fil-A.
y'all being
Chick-fil-A.
prepared and stuff.
Yeah. By the way, unrelated to the podcast, we have someone for the workshop, right?
I already went.
Yeah,
Okay,
you went to
perfect.
it. Hmm.
None of your business. All right,
It's very important, very important.
It is very important.
stuff. But all right, Nick, anything else? The biggest news of the summer.
Biggest news of the summer is I worked all summer, but I don't work for the same place anymore now, which means I don't have to drive 30 minutes to work every day, and I make more money.
I mean, you also have big news that happened at the end of last year
Yep.
that I don't think it ever made it to a video.
Not a podcast.
I am getting married March 3rd of 2019, so 6 months from yesterday.
Woohoo!
Yay.
Yeah, that never made it in, so I felt like that
It
was
didn't.
Forgot
necessary.
about that, yeah.
Oh.
Just casually forgot about it.
The way he said he forgot about it, like, oh, you forgot that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a little
Yesterday
awkward.
she posted 6 months until wedding. I was like, oh, glad to know
Dang.
that.
Yeah, I need money. I'm broke.
That's possible.
Greg?
Sure. I worked all summer.
Oh, by the way, unrelated, I saw you the other day, finally, first time ever, and you were working in
Really?
front of the union. You were driving your red cart.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen him one time on clock.
I was so
I passed
excited.
him, and it was the weirdest spot too, because you're always on this general side of campus, pretty much,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, who?
You.
Nick?
Me,
Oh,
No,
I
you.
am too.
I'm
You're-
all campus.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, I always feel like if I'm ever gonna see you somewhere, it's gonna be generally over here. And the one time I ever saw you driving your little red thing around was all the way on the epic side of campus.
Yeah. But anyway, so I worked all summer, making a serious effort to stop smoking cigarettes. So that's thank you.
Gonna
Thank
die
you.
a little bit less soon.
Yeah. Yes.
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit.
Smoking is bad.
Yeah. That's really it. actually it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That was so
Magnolia
anticlimactic.
Street TV. Subscribe to that. Good
Yeah,
job.
he's worked a lot
Good
on-
plug. Working hard on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
worked
working a
pretty
lot
hard
on his
on that.
other channel.
The one that I see you post videos for on Instagram, like your
Yeah.
skits and stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
Fun.
She.
That's
but
her way of saying she
funny
hasn't
enough-
watched a single one of
Yeah.
them.
Funny enough, she sees them on Instagram, but never likes them on Instagram.
I don't like anything on Instagram.
She's like the ones that I see
either,
all the time.
Ever.
Like, I'm making a more conscious effort now to like stuff on Instagram, but usually it's just like
You're just scrolling.
scroll
Yeah.
through,
Mindless
that's all you-
scrolling.
just mindless scrolling. Like,
See, I'm mindless scrolling and tapping.
I don't tap.
Thank you, Emily.
I don't tap
Emily.
on more and stuff.
Emily's the real MVP.
I got
Right
you.
there. Clap it up. Clap it up for that.
Okay, Nick.
Clapping for tapping a screen.
Twice. Consistently.
Yeah.
I just like
I
to
appreciate
lurk.
it.
I've always been kind of a lurker. Like, I like to
I do
know
it
what's
too.
going on, but
Clap
for
like,
me.
I don't want anybody to know that I know what's going on.
Yep.
There you go.
So I can be
You're
like,
stealthy.
for instance, if I came in here and said, "Oh, Greg, that was a great skit on like about like the Saturday Night Live thing, but it had a low budget," like see if I'd actually watch something.
Right, I was
could've,
like, that's
said
still your
something.
way of showing you haven't watched them.
But if I had, he would have no way of knowing that I had seen it. So he would be like, "Wow, that's so great," but now he's just disappointed in me. So
Okay, well, other than being disappointed in, what else did you do this summer?
I've never not been disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Well-
Besides scrolling and not tapping, because some of us like to tap. What did you do this summer?
I'm a tapper. I'm just gonna put it
Um,
out there.
Well, I mean, I mostly work too, but I really enjoy my job, so to me it was a fun time. I manage a cat cafe, so there's cats and there's coffee, and, you know, not that many annoying people usually. So we had a lot of adoptions over the summer, so since we opened in December, we have had 88 cats find their home, which is awesome. Clap for that.
Clap for that. 88 cats.
So yeah. Oh, I went to the beach. That was pretty fun. I learned that there is not an SPF on this planet that will protect my skin. Also, if you wear like flip-flops or slides to the beach and you've already put sunscreen on the tops of your feet, like put some more on after you take your shoes off, because I have the most whack tan line right now from like forgetting about that.
You
My
got
feet getting sunburned is a bad time. So this is why I don't go outside.
Clap for her sunburn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Thank you,
clapping for my
son.
own sunburn.
See, I don't get
Sun.
sunburn, but I do have a really bad Chacos tan line because during the summer I wear Chacos every single day for my job.
What is a choco?
They're like
It's
sandals,
like a taco.
but they're basically they're sandals.
taco
They're
on the
really
beach.
overly priced, ridiculous sandals that like
They have a
nobody
lot of
needs.
straps.
Yeah, they got a lot of
Yeah.
straps,
Use
and now I
strap
have
tan lines.
a lot of straps imprinted on my foot, and I feel like they're never gonna go away because, I mean, I haven't worn them in. Okay, that's a lie. I just wore them Saturday.
Mine is a big rectangle though. Like I was wearing like slides,
Oh,
so it's just like
slides, yeah.
I'm just like, well,
No, I just and see mine's like I don't burn, so it's not that big of a deal. I just like if I wear any other kind of shoe now, like flats or something, you can just see all of the lines on my feet from my Chacos, and it looks a little ridiculous.
So you said Chacos a lot. Like I want to make it clear Chacos doesn't sponsor us.
No,
either.
No.
no. Oh
Chacos
God, I
is not
wish they
sponsored.
did because I
That'd
love
be cool.
Chacos.
But
No,
They
no
don't.
sponsor from
It's really
Chacos.
clear. The chacos.
You can get Naco Chacos at Walmart for $15 though. Also not a
Knockoff?
sponsor, huh?
what did you say? Knockoff Chacos?
Yeah,
Naco
Naco
Chacos.
Chacos, which
Oh.
is knockoff Chacos.
Walmart not a sponsor.
Walmart, no sponsor.
and
Publix,
neither is that
no
random
sponsor.
like knockoff
Naco,
Chacos
whatever.
brand. Apparently, they
No.
don't sponsor us
No,
either.
Walmart.
To what?
Isn't that like Walmart makes them?
Walmart
Is it
should
Walmart brand?
sponsor. I don't know, but Walmart should sponsor us as many times as we have filmed in a Walmart.
Yeah.
I mean, we have filmed in a Walmart a lot.
Or
But at the same time,
CVS.
we're probably breaking some rules.
That's
true,
true.
too, in Walmart.
They just
I
like our
doubt
videos.
it. You ever been to people of Walmart.com?
I'm not saying they enforce their rules, but it's probably a rule.
Yeah.
Or CVS. Like when we take Michael to CVS.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Why does he go to CVS?
Good.
Last time we wanted to get a toothbrush.
And it took 30 minutes for him to find a toothbrush because he was playing with all the other stuff in CVS.
That was when we filmed and they were like glaring at us.
They really
while
were.
we
Well, and it
filming.
was also like 9 o'clock at night. Like they were definitely about to close, and we were just roaming around CVS.
So basically, you guys were being the worst people on the face of the
Yeah,
planet.
Yeah.
I'll say that because I hate it when people do that to me now.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, we were being pretty terrible.
Yeah. It ain't no fun.
Okay, so as far as like this year goes and our plans, we got off on a little tangent there, but
did.
our real plans for GHC this year, Nick, you want to tell them?
Our big investigation for fall, hopefully, is Hillview Manor. It's in Pennsylvania. It's been on all the ghost hunting shows, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures. It'll be a new location for all of us. I told all our possible new members tonight about it. I think we're all really excited about it. We're almost battleship burnout. We've
Yeah.
been to.
Yeah.
I've only been to
So
the
many
battleship
times.
like once.
Well,
and
don't
that
worry.
was-
You'd be
You
burnt
might
out.
get to go again, but we're a little burnt out.
Yeah.
I had a fun time the first time though. That was a
I mean,
good
it's
first
fun.
big time
It's-
investigation.
It's a fun trip, but like,
You've
I
been.
want to see a building. I want to be in haunted buildings.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
and
huge.
Greg's been to the USS North Carolina now like 6
Yeah.
or 7 times,
Well,
so
the North Carolina, we stay in 2 areas. That's it.
yeah,
so-
that's the other problem is like not having full access to
Mhm.
like everything.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about the location that we're thinking about doing in December. Is it Hillview?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Manor?
Hillview Manor. I believe, from what I read, it did everything. Kind
Oh,
of like a
kinda like
sanatorium,
Trivet.
kind of like an old person's home.
Mm-hmm.
It just did everything. It's humongous. It's
So
kinda
it's not like an old plantation house. It's like
No,
actually
no,
got
no,
like
no.
okay, cool.
No, but it's really big, kind of similar to St. Albans in size. So we'll take the DVR there, of course, because we have, I think, 9-hour investigations. So we can set it up in tons of places and hopefully get tons of
And
evidence.
hopefully it doesn't take 4 hours to set up the DVR.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
I was gonna make a snarky side comment about that, but then I decided not to earlier in the meeting.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to scare off new people.
The DVR is terrible unless we've gotten better at doing it.
We don't really use it that much.
Well, yeah, honestly,
anymore.
we just hated it doing it so much that we stopped
If
setting
we
it
have
up.
if we have a short frame of time, we don't do it.
Right.
Right. Well, that
We're-
just makes sense.
We're completely fine with setting it up. The experience for you is Waverly Hills was like every
Terrible.
problem. Like we would run a 200-foot line and it would be like 20 feet short. And so it's like, okay, now
And
we
we-
have to replace this with a
Another
second
line.
line. You know what I mean? It
And we
was-
would have to like what we did have to do is like drop cord like
That's
through
what I
the
heard.
open
Windows.
like
Yeah.
things through the open windows or whatever, like the balcony area
Yeah.
down to the floor below, like swing it so
You
the
had a
person can
rough
catch
experience.
it. I really did.
The-
That's okay
Plus,
though.
and
Battleships
plus,
have not been that bad as far
Oh
as
no,
setting up.
Battleship was easy peasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus the other people that were there at Waverly Hills weren't exactly
On
interested in helping.
it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no.
And there was one moment, I'll have like a picture of Waverly Hills, but like, so Katie and Colin were on the 5th floor, the roof basically. We were on like the 2nd or 3rd, me and Ryan, and I had a flashlight pointing at the ground saying like, I'm here, you know what I mean? So like toss
Yeah.
it straight down. And like, it's completely dark, and I have an extremely bright flashlight, and I'm like shining it at the ground, and like over the radio, Colin and Katie are like, I don't see your light. And I'm like, it's the only light out. I was getting so frustrated at that moment. And like come to find out, they're looking at the other side of the building. And because in my head, I'm like,
How do you not see it?
because I was really mad. I was really mad and frustrated because we just drove for like 10 hours. And it's like, you have to be the dumbest person alive to not see this bright.
Yeah.
Like literally like the sun itself is like beaming a
Yeah.
light on the grass. And
We
people were
also
telling me,
made
like,
the
I can't
mistake
see it.
of driving there and then
Well,
investigating.
It was a valuable mistake to have made because now we literally will probably never make it again. Like,
yeah, no.
I don't
Yeah.
think we're gonna drive to Pennsylvania and then like investigate 9 hours
No.
afterward.
No.
Nope.
Nah.
That segues into our hopefully next big trip.
Yeah.
Looking at maybe spring 2019, going back to Waverly Hills. We have these two that have been. Did Ryan go?
Yeah, Ryan
Yeah.
went.
Ryan's
Ryan.
gone.
No,
but
he didn't.
Wait, no,
because
no.
he refused
Oh
to
yeah,
go
he
that
didn't
far
want to go
away.
that far.
Yeah.
Oh, because
Yeah, no, he didn't go.
long
Ryan
trips were
didn't
harder
go.
for him. So
I can't remember. I have a weird
Colin,
feeling.
I know Colin
No, he
went,
didn't go.
Colin went because he
Cactus
drove
went.
me.
and it was Colin's birthday, wasn't it?
was-
That you forgot the cake.
I
Yeah.
It wasn't it Colin's birthday?
I don't remember the circumstances surrounding the cake, but I don't think I forgot the cake.
Mm.
No, you forgot the cake.
Well,
Either
Someone
way,
one of two things happened. Someone brought the cake with no utensils, no plates, no knives, no napkins.
well, we did that one time.
Or
yeah, we did that one
someone
time.
brought the utensils and not the cake. So it's like I can't remember. One of the two happened.
We brought a cookie cake one
We cut
time
it
and
with
then
Ryan's
used
pocket knife.
Ryan's pocket knife to cut
It
it.
wasn't. I don't even think it was Waverly Hills when you forgot the cake. I think you forgot the cake on the battleship.
Yeah, I thought it was that too.
Oh, I think I did.
Because Waverly
No,
Hills,
it's all coming back now.
Waverly Hills, we had.
I remember shopping for the cake. I remember getting the cake in like the food
I think
line.
that was the battleship.
I think it was also the battleship because I don't think we stopped anywhere for Waverly.
Waverly Hills, you remember we had an unnecessary amount of food.
But it was great.
Like literally, the only thing that the other people did right was they brought trunks. Every trunk they brought up there was full of snacks. So it was like they had like this giant banquet table with like
I still have a
20
picture
seats
in
and
my
the entire
Snapchat
table was
memory
filled.
of like the Ghost
The
Hunting Club's
buffet.
like final feast or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, that was the highlight of that trip, honestly, besides like the one or two cool things that happened to me.
Yeah.
Oh, and like almost getting swooped on by a bat. That was fun.
Almost what?
Nice.
There was a bat that was like doing its little bat thing and like it swooped over my head really close.
Oh.
It wasn't like trying to dive on me or anything. It was just like I've never been that close
You
to a real
definitely
bat
said
before.
swooped on, I'm assuming, and I definitely heard sleeped on,
Oh.
and I was like, a
Wow.
bat tried to sleep on you. Like
That would be pretty
Whoa.
special, but it would also probably have rabies. So.
Right, I was like really
Pretty cool.
genuinely confused for a second.
Like, hey, did you have fun on your trip? Yeah, I got rabies.
I got rabies.
Side
That's
note,
possible.
bats don't really carry rabies that much. I love bats. I'm not saying that they are
That's
like.
exactly what a bat vampire person would say.
Can we put on the screen now, like, we all love bats? Warning,
I-
no bats were harmed in the making
I
of
would
this
not.
podcast.
I would not say that. I've seen Nosferatu. Wasn't he a bat?
I'm pretty sure he was a vampire.
Yeah, he turned into a bat.
Oh.
You not get it?
That's
Well, I'm showing
I
up
don't
on camera
endorse
right
it.
now, so that debunked Greg.
Yeah, I could have special wins. I don't know. I don't know what's going
Debunked.
on.
Debunked. Not a
So,
vampire. Just think bats are cute.
Back to Waverly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to
That's
Waverly.
where we're hoping to go.
Yes.
And maybe half of us see bats, maybe half of us not see bats.
Maybe somebody see a ghost.
That
Yeah.
would be ideal.
That would be great.
And like we said last time, we're not going to go drive and do the investigation the same day.
No.
We're probably, well, I'm just going to say, we're not doing that for Hillview Manor either. They're
No,
too
that's
far
a-
away.
Mm-mm.
That's a bad drive too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Want to be able to enjoy ourselves and make the most of it.
Yeah.
But we're really excited about these huge locations. We're hoping we can bring tons of evidence. I'm thrilled for Waverly. I know Emily is too.
Oh
It's
yeah,
been on
we've
our
been
bucket list
talking
for
up
forever.
Waverly ever since me and Nick have joined because Waverly was the investigation that happened immediately prior to me and Nick joining. It was the very last thing that the club had done before we came in. So the only thing we ever heard about was, yeah, Waverly, blah, blah, blah. Like, they're always talking about Waverly. And so me and Nick have had this on our list for 2 years now. We also have had Old South Pittsburgh Hospital on
We're
our list
still trying to
for
figure
2
that out.
summers. Me and Nick have talked about doing this trip, and 2 summers have coming on, and we still have not gone. So maybe sometime in the next year, we will also try to squeeze that one in, even if it's just like a smaller group or just like us or something, the people here at the table. But we really want to go there.
Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, it's like what, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cheap too.
Yeah,
And they let you stay overnight. Like
Yeah,
you
so
can
you wouldn't even
sleep
have to
there.
pay
You
for
don't
a
have to pay for a
hotel.
hotel.
yeah,
That would be pretty cool.
yeah.
Yeah, some
Haunted
people are kind of
sleepover.
scared of that.
Yeah, no, when we started talking about that the first time we were planning this trip, we were like, yeah, you wouldn't even have to pay for a hotel. And people were like,
I don't
I
know
might
about that.
also be paying for a hotel, though. And I was like, I'm not. I'm going to save that money.
Weak.
Yeah.
What's the
But
point of going
but let
this
me go
time?
ahead and just say I'll be the first one that wakes up and like, whoa, what was that?
I'm a little scared for even my sleep tonight because I am renting
Oh, that's right.
an Airbnb that's literally just a room in someone's house.
Oh.
It was really cheap though, and like I had to pay to stay somewhere tonight, and so I pull up to this house, and it's a nice house in a nice neighborhood, so it's not like sketchy from the outside or anything, but just like I ring the doorbell, it takes a minute, she finally comes to the door, and like she just walks me to the room and is like, okay, here's your room, here's the keys, have a good night, and I'm like, dude, like what?
That's pretty typical.
I mean, but it's just,
That's
it's
what I would
weird
think
for
it'd
me
be.
because, like, I feel like for Airbnbs, I've only ever done, like, if you're going for vacation for a long night, like, this
Yeah.
is one night in this lady's house. Like, just, I don't know, it's a little strange to
Yeah,
me.
I
I was trying to be,
always-
like, really quiet earlier. Like, I felt bad if I, like, flushed the toilet and it was loud. Like, I don't know. Feel a little weird.
I
I've
can
never
see that.
done the room inside of somebody's house. I always do the full house option, so
Well, I just needed a place to stay tonight, and like a hotel anywhere close to this campus is like minimum
Stupid expensive.
$80. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not paying $80. Like that's crazy. This lady was giving her room away for $30.
At least you had Wi-Fi because you saved me
I
with
did.
the Wi-Fi.
Nick, please tell them what you texted me tonight.
So Charlotte plays App State in football this weekend. If you know anything about Charlotte athletics, there's not much to say about it. So there you
you should
go.
be cheering for App.
But App, very well-known team. It's going to be really exciting this weekend. Student tickets went on, not sale, like you had to reserve them at 5. And so, like, it's a big game. They put in extra seats into the stadium for it, this game. And so I was leaving work, and I couldn't get the ticket thing to work. So I was freaking out because I already have a parking pass. So it'd be great to have a parking pass but not have a ticket into the game. I can at least sit out in my car.
Right.
And then I'm freaking out. I pull over and go to a McDonald's to try to use their Wi-Fi to see if that would work. And then I have to get here for our meeting, so I had to leave because I was 40 minutes away. And then so I text Emily, and I'm like, are you near a computer?
Yeah. And I'm sitting in my Airbnb room on their nameless Wi-Fi. And so I had a computer.
And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, can you do this? And she was like, can you get my ticket? And she was like, yeah. And so it turned out so many people were trying to go that they crashed the entire, not just the ticket return site. If you type in myuncc.edu and
Like-
try to go, it wouldn't even let you on that site.
No,
They
like
crashed
literally, and I
everything.
felt bad at first because like I knew this obviously must be very important to Nick for him to be texting me to get him a ticket for it. So I like feel bad because I can't get on, and I'm like, I don't know what's wrong. Like I don't know if it's this person's like, you know, Wi-Fi, because like I'd literally just gotten there 20 minutes before that, and I didn't know if it was my laptop. Like I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, I think the website's crashed or something. I'm like sending him pictures of the screen, and he's like, it's okay. Like I'll try again later. Well, I sat there long enough and just kept trying that before they had put a message on Twitter that said like IT is working on the problem.
People were livid.
People were pissed off about the thing not working. So before they even came out with a new message that said like problem fixed, I had kept trying so many times and it eventually let me in, and I magically got one, and I was like, I got your ticket. And he was like, okay, get Lauren's. And so I'm like typing in Lauren's stuff, and apparently she had already gotten one or something, but it was just really funny because I'm like literally sitting in this stranger's house freaking out over a ticket for a football game that I'm not even going to.
Well, the best was like, will you do me a favor? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, do you have a computer? And you're like, yeah. So you're thinking, oh, I'm going to do something ghost hunting.
Something
and then I'm
related to
like,
the club.
It's going to be really weird favor.
Yeah, and
It's
I'm
gonna
like,
be
okay.
Sure,
Like,
LOL.
get me a ticket.
I'm like, yeah, can you log into my account?
Yeah.
I'm really glad that I don't like sports. Well, I also technically don't even go to the school, so.
Yeah. Well, like all the sporting events at this school that I would go to are not football. So like they're the ones that you don't have to reserve a ticket. You just
Even
Go
football,
swipe.
you usually don't have to.
You just
Like,
swipe your
you can
card.
do it whenever you want. This
So-
is the one game, like, it's so big that they broke the entire website.
they broke the website. I know. Even there's a guy I know that's trying to go to the game, but he graduated from App, and they sold out. He couldn't get a ticket from App, and so he knows a friend that graduated from UNC Charlotte, so she went in as an alumni and bought like an alumni
Oh my
ticket
gosh.
for him. So he's gonna come to the game in full like App attire.
You don't understand. It's going to be all
He's
App
going to be
fans.
sitting in the Charlotte
It's gonna be really
alumni
sad.
section, just
gonna be really
in
sad.
all App.
But the ticket site I usually use for, like, because I'm a Clemson fan and go to Clemson games.
Yeah.
I looked on there for these tickets, and the cheapest ones were $110.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy.
No, we're not doing that. But all right, we are out of time. Thank you for tuning in to the whatever number podcast this is.
We don't know.
Welcome back, podcast.
Welcome back.
Welcome
Welcome
back,
back.
podcast. We will be back at a regular or somewhat consistent upward
More
schedule.
consistent than we've been.
We're trying.
We're
Yeah,
trying.
we're trying. But
We
anyways,
have college kids here. What do you expect?
Hey, we
Yeah.
all have good things going on in life, too.
Yeah.
exactly. So, 20 seconds. Subscribe, like the video, watch all of our videos, and like all of our videos. Subscribe again. Buy a shirt.
Yeah.
Tell
Email
your
us.
friends.
That's